As you know, online scams have been a thing since we've had the internet, but they seem to peak during times of financial crisis. Right now, America, as the recording of this video, we are in a recession. And during a recession, a lot more people are desperate to find ways to make sure they can take care of themselves, their families, etc., pay their bills, And so those are the most vulnerable people who are looking for ways to increase their income, increase their revenue, increase their wealth, which is the perfect time for scams to come into the market and try to take your hard-earned money. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give a list of the top 10 types of scams that you should look out for as you're online, social media, interacting with people, etc., to make sure that you protect the hard-earned money that you have. Before we get into the list today, I just wanted to let you guys know something. It's not being talked about a lot, but the dark web has so much information, everybody's information on there, that most of these scams only require a small bit of information that you would provide these scammers for them to be able to get access to your identity, your accounts, or whatever. So sometimes, or the way that they frame it is basically like, oh, all we need is this, or all we need is that, because they already have the information. And it makes you feel comfortable saying, okay, well, if that's all they need, I can give them that. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted you guys to be aware of that, because right now the FTC is reporting that last year they had 5.7 million reports of fraud, identity theft, etc., which is way up from the previous years. As a matter of fact, 49% of that is actually fraud, 25% or so of that is identity theft. So you got to be aware out here, because like I said, they're preying on people that's hurting, and if you're in a situation where you might be down financially or whatever, if it sounds too good to be true, it usually is. Alright, so today we're starting off our list with charity scams. Now these are some of the worst scams out there because they prey on your empathy as a person. I believe that as humans, more times than not, we would like to help somebody in need if we can. So these type of scams usually occur after a crisis. We're talking a natural disaster, a la a hurricane, earthquake, fires, or something like a financial crisis like the recession we're in now. And what they will do is they will set up a fake organization and then use that to market to people that say, hey, if you want to help the people that was hurt by X, Y, and Z, donate now. And what they're doing is they're taking that money and pocketing it for themselves, and they never actually get to the true people that was trying to help. Now, if you're going to be charitable and help people, what I suggest you do is really do thorough research and make sure that the place that you choose to give money to help these people is actually going to them. Make sure they have some type of history or something of helping people in this industry, and it's not just set up right after something. That's something to be aware of. Man, it's messed up. The next one on the list is medical scams. Now these are a little bit harder to detect, but in essence, they are offering a service, a product, or something that's supposed to help you do something that's hurting you in a short period of time. Most of these products and stuff are not regulated by FDA. They haven't been tested anywhere. They haven't been checked by anything. And so you, as a consumer, it's your job to do enough due diligence to make sure that these products actually work, first of all, and they're not created with chemicals and stuff that's going to hurt your body. There's tons of stuff out there that are legitimate and not so legitimate, and maybe they're knockoffs, And so I suggest you do a lot of research. Speaking of, there's plenty of websites out there, which, I'm going to link some below, but there's plenty of websites out there that you go on, like the Scam Report, etc., that'll allow you to check and make sure that these products that you're interested in that might just hit a nerve, like, man, I've been looking for something to help me with this, right? You want to make sure that it's not on these reports so that you know you're not getting scammed out of your health. Now, this next scam, I believe, is going to be one of the most dangerous in the next 6 months of this year. It's a job opportunity scam. So a lot of these companies are being set up and telling you, work from home, invest in equipment, trade this, do this, and you could get a high salary, or they promise a high return. I want to make something very clear to you. Nobody can guarantee any returns on any type of investments, not even me. That's why I never do it. If they're saying that, it's too good to be true, because it's a risk in everything, but especially that. So if you're out there and you're on a job market, or you're looking for a second job or a main job, make sure that these are legit companies that have reviews, history. You can look them up on like Glassdoor, which tells salaries. They come from reputable websites. they've worked with other companies. You want to have some type of inclination that these are real companies, because I believe, especially now, these are going to be some of the most predatory scams out in the market. Now, this next scam hits close to home. I'm not going to lie. As a small business owner myself, I own a couple businesses. You're the perfect mark for this scam. The small business scam happens when somebody reaches out to you via phone, email, text, or whatever, and they are trying to negotiate stuff to help you with your business. Now, usually they come in the form of, oh, I'm gonna send you an invoice, or these are the services we provide, and we can help you grow X amount or reach X amount of people. You want to make sure, again, that these are reputable companies that you're using for your small business services, and that they are not just sending you invoices and sending you things saying that you pay for a free entry to this type of club or this special whatever, and all in an attempt to get your information on fake websites so that they can take your identity or your business identity and use it to get loans or whatever the case may be. So if you're a small business owner, please make sure you check that the services that you outsource or provide come from reputable companies that have background and link in the market. All right, now this next one on our list, I'm sure you've probably seen it somewhere before, but these are offline and online scams. And what it's called is a bank online account or credit card scam. And what they do is they call your phone, email, or text, pretending to be a representative from a reputable organization, saying that, hey, there's a problem with your account, there's a problem with your credit card, there's a problem with this, and we need to verify your information. Now, you want to make sure that you do not give them the information for your bank or whatever, and that the number actually matches your local bank or the regional office of your bank or credit card or whatever before you give them any information. Because they play on the fact that they might sound reputable, they might sound like they work for an organization, they might be even able to tell you information about your account that they got from the dark web. But they are really just using that to get the last pieces of information to take from you. And offline version of this would be, when you swipe your card, there's usually little magnet strips or whatever. They copy your information. It's called card skimming. And what they do is they take that information from you and use it to take your credit card, your bank account information or whatever, and they'll just copy it to a fake card where they go to a store and buy whatever they need. So again, these scams can be offline or online, and you want to make sure you're talking to who you're supposed to talk to if they're calling you on the phone or emailing you trying to verify your information, and you haven't seen it on any apps that you use or anything like that. Please be careful. Is all truly fair in love and war? This next scam is really dirty and it hits even closer to the heart. These are dating scams. And so what it is a very attractive person, usually a woman or man that looks like they could be somebody, but not really. They set up a fake account, fake profile, and they start a conversation with you. They might add you as a friend out of nowhere, follow you out of nowhere, and DM you or something like that, and they pretend to be a person. Everybody does their research. They go and look. Their photos look legit. There's enough of them, but they're really just taking somebody else's identity and using it because they believe you're a mark. So they're gonna try to get a relationship with you, or try to meet you really fast, date you or whatever, and then they're gonna start asking for money. Hey, I want to come see you, but I need $50 for gas, or I need, I ain't eat today. I need some food. Blah blah blah. You gotta be very careful because, when dealing with the heart, of course, love makes you do crazy things. So if you're starting to get invested in a person that you haven't met yet online and they're already asking for money, big red flag. Now, this next scam is not too common as of late, but it used to be really big back in the day. These are lottery and sweepstakes scams. So this is somebody emailing you saying, hey, you're in the publishing clearinghouse or this lottery, and we decided that you're a winner, we found out you're a winner. Give us your information and claim your prize. And like I said, 9 times out of 10, they already have some type of information from you, whether it be from the dark web or other terrible resources that they use, and they just need that last piece of information. So they form it in a prize form that, you just gotta claim this. You already got it, it's yours. You wanna watch out for these scams because they do still happen, even though they're infrequent, unlike they used to be back when the early days of the internet. But they can get you, and it'll take a lot from you. Now this next scam, it's not really on the list, but I wanted to include it as a bonus because I've seen it a lot lately in the content I watch. So if you're on YouTube or Facebook or Twitter or any of these platforms, and you're watching somebody's content, and in the comments there's a profile that looks exactly like the person you're watching, and they're asking for a WhatsApp number, or they're saying stuff like, hey, I made $1 million investing at this person. You should follow them. They helped me. Those are scams. They're trying to get your information as well. Most content creators that I know are not going to be in the comments asking you for money or asking for anything. They typically provide services or provide stuff for you to buy, but it won't be in the comment section. So please don't take any of these seriously and watch them. 9 times out of 10 they're bots. I actually read somewhere that most of the internet now is bots more than actual humans. So please be careful. And that, ladies and gentlemen, concludes our list of scams that are happening right now in the market. So if you found any of this information valuable, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and tell me, what scams have you been seeing in the market? Comment below and help somebody else out so they don't go through the same things. Peace.